Assalamualaikum and hello, my name is Ahmad Kim bin Razali and our group is going to present about hazard in Plaza Alam Central. But first of all, what is hazard? A hazard is a possibility of harm in physical or mental, and generally, a danger is frequently connected to a situation or action that is not under control and may cause harm or sickness. Basically, our task is to recognize the disease that can be avoided by recognizing dangers and removing or reducing them as soon as possible. And the reason why we choose the Plaza Alam Center is because a customer review reveals that administration there is often harmful or unprofessional. Our group visited the location to determine the source of complaint in order to confirm it. And what we discovered there is we have documented in our report. And this is the type of hazard we found in VCT, which is physical hazard or factor or condition within environment that can harm your health. And second is chemical hazard, include any gas, liquids, or dust that have potential to poison people or cause lung disease, skin irritation. And thirdly is ergonomic hazard that weakens the body over time and increase the change of harm are known as ergonomic risk factors. These include repetition, uncontrolled movement, and force. Also, these are biological risks, which is that might spread viral infection, allergy, and they consist of bacteria, mold, and virus. Our objective is to protect the safety, health, and welfare of employees and customers at mall from any hazard or risky activities. It is the employer responsibility to ensure that an effective system is in place and employees that participate and that is a gradual improvement in administration of occupational safety and health, which mean OSH. And the first, ensure the general public is aware of the safety that can be appreciated. That's all from me and thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Najib. So today I will talk about physical hazard. The causes of physical hazard basically can harm yourself. People will get injured when cleaner just let the floor wet without put the wet floor sign. It can cause a damage to our physical body. Another situation is when the wire exposed and not properly guarded, which a cover or anything can make the lock of physical hazard, especially for the kid that did not know anything about that and they touch the wire and can cause the damage to their body. The effect of a physical hazard is when the cleaner did not put the wet floor sign and the area is sleeping that can people can get broken arm and broken bones. It is because when we get in situation sleeping, we use our arm as a holder from a big impact from falling in the wet area. Then the wire not properly cover will affect the electric shock. Then the people will get a problematic and without recognize the wire has been problem and not properly guarded. It is because the wire did not cover anything around it and can get more dangerous than wire that has cover. Physical hazard can there has a way to mitigate the physical hazard. Sleeping situation, cleaning must put a wet floor sign after they mop the area so people can aware that the area has been mopping from the cleaner. So people then the wire situation, technician must cover then the wire to protect from being touched by people. It because to avoid from kid to touch the wire and to avoid them from having a cost damage. That's all for me from physical hazard. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Shushami. I'll be talking about the ergonomic hazards. So, ergonomics is the science of conforming the workplace and all of its elements to the workers. It consists of scientific principles applied in minimizing the physical stress associated with the workplace. From what you can see from these pictures is pictures of a broken ventilations. So, when the ventilations are not working properly, the building, it could cause the buildup of heat and carbon dioxide. Is the high level of the temperatures and carbon dioxide within these parking areas of the building could cause shortness of breath, nausea, distractions, fatigue, and sore throat that consequently it can increase the chances of accident happening in a workplace or work. So next, uncomfortable seats is also one of ergonomic hazards. So, for examples, when a seat is poorly designed and it lacks cushions, back supports, it could cause any people that are taking a break on the seat for an extended period of time to have a bad sitting postures, such as a slouch and forward-leaning sitting postures. And both these sitting postures will lead to stress on muscles, joints, and spines around the hip of the body, which leads to the outcome of back pain. In addition, when the height of the seats are positioned too low or too high, this could causes people that are attempting to get up from chairs to move more of its upper part body and consequently increases the stress on the ankle joints, hip and knees, which also leads to back pains. So for the way to avoid the hazards is that the management will have to put standards to good sitting posture in the place of work and replace all of their existing chairs with chairs that have the features of cushion, backrest, and adjustable height. And this will induce good sitting postures to people at place of work and will reduce the chances of getting back pain. Next, the management will also must repair and improve its ventilation systems within the buildings and install carbon dioxide detector system within the building. This will relate the related issues that can be caused by poor air ventilations. Thank you. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Hasnur. Today I want to see about chemical hazard. Okay, the first causes chemical easily accessible to everyone, children or other people can touch, drink and get sickness. It also not properly labeled can cause danger to people walking into this area. Missing the chemical bottle will cause people to take it without knowing it is dangerous to keep. For instance, someone walking into this area accidentally hit the chemical trolley and also steal the bottle without any information or instruction. However, chemical hazard in this shopping mall can cause new dangerous diseases to other people. And the second is effect. Effects of this chemical hazard is people can die if the toxic spill out from a chemical bottle to the wall and floor. It is because this chemical bottle is dangerous is spread to people or public areas. People can get poisoned because they touch this chemical and forget to wash their hands after touching it. It will show the potential for high pain or an unhealthy environment to customers visiting this mall, such as headache, pain, and death, and smelling of the chemical. Okay, the ways to mitigate your children hazard, they have to put the chemical label properly to avoid from chemical effect. So people it is because chemical is the most dangerous things to show the differences between other bottle to escape from worse accidents. Management of the shopping mall have to provide a places to put the chemical in the safe place. This chemical also do not have an instruction to use it, and management need to put instruction how to use the chemical properly. For example, chemical is important to get into a standard operating procedure, do the research and development R&D for customer feel comfort and hygiene place to visit. And thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Fahim. I'm going to talk about biological hazard. And this I want to talk about the causes of it. The causes of it usually is because of the blockage of pipes that can lead of a flood of water in drain. These actions by pupils throwing random substances and time exposure build up to the drain. Afterward, the rust from the exposure to oxygen and moisture or water and mostly sink by humidity changes from people washing their hands from the sink and the water overflow by clog or splash the metal bars, causing the metal to change. Plus, the air in the toilet probably is because of the decay of small animal in the area. I'm going to talk about the effect of it. The effect of it, you can cause breedable Aedes mosquitoes in the clogging of water and are made for suitable for the virus insect to spread in the spots and may bite people, allowing them to receive a lethal and potential death. Fungi infection may cause if the people in the restroom breathe air that has no to cleanse in a while and get sick, but it mostly happens to the most weak immune systems. An accidental cut from the rust may cause a risk bacterial infection and called tetanus. It can be treated but need to seek fast because it's an acute symptom. So go find your doctor or a second opinion. 5.3 Ways to mitigate your chosen hazard. This is a solution to how you're going to treat the problem. The first of all is repair the sink or by replacing and cleaning by the owner of the place or its staff and do it daily because a lot of people come in and out. Remove any substance in the hole with a deep clean product and grabbers and also put a sign of label that says do not do this and then it residue that may cause it. And afterward, clean the air in the toilet that has spread the fungi with clean air products or just have a good ventilator or windows that can bring in new fresh air. And finally, remove any rust with chemical substances to brush it off and also make the edges of the metal blunt so it won't cut anyone accidentally with the rust with it that can cause the bacterial infection.
Based on our review and observation against that place, we can conclude that place too many dangerous things that contribute to the occurrence of serious accident and at the same time cause disability and death. So we hope that shopping center regarding it taking it seriously and doing maintenance as best as possible to prevent any unwanted thing from happening.